What up, guys? Got a little bit more Pokemon for you here. Today, this battle is against, I believe, AnkleBreaker1023. Another NU match. So right here off the bat, I knew he was going to be a sub-seeding set. So I figured, even if he did set up, I was just going to go for the rocks. But he just decided to put me to sleep. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Oscar, just to try and put up a bunch of hazards. I'm not going to put up the toxic spikes because I saw in the team preview he has the Seviper, so I know he can just switch in and get rid of them. So I'm just going to try and set up some spikes. But after he's sub-seeded here, he's actually going to switch to Seviper, thinking that his Seviper had choice specs on it, but I think he actually forgot to bring an item on it at all, which he attacks a couple times here and then is really confused about the damage and realizes after a couple turns that he doesn't have specs. So that was unfortunate that he missaved that part. But I am going to take take advantage of this moment, to start setting up my toxic spikes, because whatever he switches in other than Jump Luff is going to get poisoned, assuming he actually decides to switch anything in. But I think at this point, yeah, I actually just switched just to save it for exploding later. And I switch into Almamola. I never know how to say that. But anyway, just to check the flamethrower. He gets a crit, but obviously it's not doing anything, so I'm not really worried about it. And I just go for the wish, just thinking I can probably wish pass over to Oscar, which I am going to do. Set him back up to full health, and but at this point, since he's not sub-seeded, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to end up going for the explosion, if I'm not mistaken. What happens? So this golem gets poison, spike damage, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I set up my last layer of spikes. I think that was the last layer I needed to set up. And I think I'm just going to end up blowing up right here, because I feel like there's, I don't really need this anymore. The extra damage will help on this golem to just kind of take it out pretty easily. So, yeah, he went for Rock Blast, which is good. He probably wasn't expecting me to explode right there. He thought he could just go ahead and kill me. So he didn't get a chance to set up rocks or anything like that. So in comes Almamola. I'm just going to surf just in case he decided to stay in. Just in case he decided to overpredict, but he didn't. He's just going to... Now he's going to try and set up the sub-seed, but I actually... he should have gone for the substitute first, because I wasn't going to be able to break his sub anyway. So now I've got him toxic, which is amazing for me, and really going to be probably the downfall, probably going to be his downfall in this match, because this Jump Luff is really what was kind of holding me back. So I think I'm just going to go for the safe Drill Peck here, just in case he decides to stay in. Oh no, I U-turned, that's right. I U-turned because I figured he was going to switch, so I U-turned, and he obviously did switch into Golem, and now I should be able to just go ahead and kill this thing with an Air Slash, barring it doesn't miss, which it doesn't, which would have really sucked because he has Rock Blast, obviously. So in comes the Wailord. Now, at this point, I don't want to just try and flinch this thing. I don't want him to kill me because he could be carrying something like Ice Beam. So I'm going to switch out to Almamola, but he actually carries the HP Electric. I don't know if that's standard on a Wailord because I've never really used one, but he gets a crit, which was pretty painful. I'm not going to lie, but it's not that big of a deal because I'm just protect this turn to get a little bit of extra lefties, and then I'm going to switch to get my Regenerator, and I think he's probably Choice Scarf, I believe, because he sticks with this. He doesn't try and switch it up maybe to try and hit something coming in on a switch, but then he switches right after that. Maybe just, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm kind of assuming that it's Scarf. But anyway, so, Jump Luff's back out here again. He's going to try and Seed Bomb to take out my sub, which he gets a crit and does. I'm not sure if the crit really mattered that much. I just Circle Throw to try and get rid of the thing. And out comes Beartic. This thing will probably be able to bring me down really low, if not kill me. But I feel like he doesn't end up killing me, which is good, and I felt like even if he did, I would just bring in a Scarfer and Revenge, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So I was able to kill Beartick and get that thing out of the way. Not that big of a deal. He's going to bring in his Seviper and just kill me with a Giga Drain, try and get back a little bit of life. Since he has no item, he's going to kind of try and save that Seviper as long as he can. I bring in Firo. He's going to switch just because he doesn't want to lose Seviper just yet. So I'm able to take out the Wailord. And in comes the Grumpig. Now this thing is pretty annoying because what was it? He starts hitting his Focus Blast like very consistently, which is pretty rough on me because I was obviously asleep. Basically, all I want is to wake up and hit this thing with a Rock Slide and try and get some damage on it. I think that's really all I'm going for. But he does keep hitting, and not only does he hit the second one, but he gets a crit on it, which was like, holy hacks, you know. But anyway, I'm just going to bring in Lovefish, try and poison this thing, which he goes for the Heal Bell right now, which he probably should have predicted me to Toxic and just attacked me at that point, and then Heal Belled the next turn. But either way, that's not what he did. He's going to withdraw so I don't Toxic Stall him, and I think I just go for the Wish. Yep. Just going to go ahead and go for the Wish. Obviously, since his Jumpluff is not poisoned, I figure he's going to go for the Sub right here off the bat, and he does. That way I wouldn't have been able to poison him, so I made a good prediction and got out to Firo, so I can hit him with a couple Drill Pecks and just kill this thing. Which is obviously great, because at this point, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything else to me. He does miss his Sleep Powder, which was huge, because if he would have hit the Sleep Powder, he could have switched right out to his Grumpig and tried to save it. But missing the Sleep Powder was obviously kind of the nail in the coffin for this match. I guess it kind of makes up for 2 Focus Blast hits and a crit, so, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to be able to take out this Grumpig with the Drill Picks, took out the Seviper with the Drill Pick, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to OHKO the Jumpluff with a Drill Pick. So I believe that that's good game. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace!